Fortnite can be a very fun and amazing game to play. However, there are still tons of things in the game that can make players hate the game a lot. So in this video, I'll be talking about 5 things majority of Fortnite players hate. And starting with number 1, when you get eliminated by another player and then they start emoting and doing other toxic emotes, just to annoy you as much as possible. And even if your battle was a fun and enjoyable one for both of you, instead of ending the battle on a good note, they'll start doing toxic emotes. Take the L being a good example, but there are various other toxic emotes they use as well. And I'm almost 100% sure that over 99.9% of players have experienced this before and have found it very annoying, even making you hate the game and for a while not even feeling like playing the game. At number 2, we have landing at a place that is really far away from the next zone. Now of course at first you won't know where the first zone will end up, so you land at wherever you feel like, either because you have a quest to do in a specific area or even because you want to avoid landing at a place where a lot of people will land at. Nevertheless, you land at a specific place only to realize minutes after that the zone is super far from where you are. Sometimes the zone could even be as far as the bottom right corner of the map, while you landed at the top left of the map, making it insanely difficult for you to gather the loot you need and want and make it to zone all at once. And sometimes you don't even realize where the next zone will be until the storm gets very close to you, making your chances of survival very low, and even lower if you don't find a vehicle for a long time to help speed up the process to get into zone. Also, if you don't have any healables such as med kits, med mists, chug splashes, etc., your chances of survival are near to zero, especially if you don't start making your way to zone early. Now I'm sure every single Fortnite player despises when this happens to them because it can end up eliminating you at a very early stage of a match, which is very annoying, especially if you had very good loot. You basically feel like the match was a waste of your time, which everyone hates a lot. Comment at number 3 is when you end up losing a match and place in second place. Now we can all agree that this is one we all hate, since it makes your efforts feel like it was all for nothing. Now this could be even more annoying when you know the opposing player is one shot away from being eliminated, allowing you to gain that victory royale. Now the third one certainly makes a lot of people rage, especially if you end up losing due to how much damage the storm does because of being in the last zones, or even when you're having an intense build fight which you end up making a small mistake causing you to get eliminated either by full damage or the opponent getting the last shot on you. Now this gets super annoying when it happens 2-3 games in a row because it makes your efforts feel like a waste of time. Now I know this could stop majority of players from playing any more matches in that day. This definitely causes many players to hate the game more. At number 4 is when you're using an item with a time limit, for example a medkit, shield potion, etc. Then while you're using the item, you end up moving or doing something that cancels it last second. Now sometimes you can end up doing this by accident or because you're trying to be quick and you don't want a second to lose, either because the storm is coming or you're in the storm, or even because you're in the middle of a battle. Nevertheless, we all know this could be super annoying since it can waste a lot of your time, especially when you're in situations where you don't have a lot of it, since if you end up making this mistake, it could cost you the game, depending on the situation of course. However, of course this is still very annoying no matter what situation you're in. That's why we definitely want to avoid this from happening to us, since it can make us hate the game more. Now this becomes an even bigger problem if you're playing Fortnite using a controller that has a buggy left analog stick, since it can cause you to move randomly even when you don't intend to, which could end up resulting you in making this mistake more frequently, which will most likely make you rage even more. At number 5 is when opponents end up third party in your gunfights. Now I certainly know this one makes me annoyed and rage a lot, since you'll be in a normal gunfight between you and another person and you end up lowering their health a lot to the point where they're 1 or 2 shots away from getting eliminated, and then guess what happens? Someone randomly joins the battle, either by lowering your health a lot, eliminating you instantly, or even stealing your kill from you by finishing off your opponent. Now majority of players have experienced 1 of 3 of these things, and I'm sure a lot of people have experienced all 3, and if you have experienced any of these 3, you'll know how annoying it could be, since you know you will have been able to win your battle against your opponent if another player didn't get involved in the middle of the battle. And it's even worse to know you could have won the first battle against your first opponent and your second battle against your second opponent if you were able to battle them one by one. Getting third partied could cost you a lot of matches, so definitely try to avoid it from happening to you as much as possible for the reasons I stated before, and so you don't constantly end up raging and getting annoyed. The 5th one definitely makes a lot of players hate the game a lot. If you enjoyed the video, do consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the notification bell to never miss out on any new amazing videos I upload. And if you haven't dropped a like on the video yet, feel free to do so. And if you're struggling to level up in Fortnite Chapter 4, click onto the video on the screen right now and they will teach you tons of tips and methods to help you level up fast in Fortnite Chapter 4. Also, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like me to make another one on this topic, comment down below letting me know. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.